Alright, in this video, we're going to work on question 6 from chapter 3 problem set. So the only information that we were given is total debt ratio equal to 0.25, and we were asked to find debt to equity ratio. So let's start working on total debt ratio first. So total debt ratio, we know that the formula is equal to total debt divided by total asset, which actually it just tells us how many percent of debt that the firm used to finance its total asset. All right. So we know that this equal to 0.25, which is basically mean 25%. So from the idea that the total debt ratio tell us is say that 25% of the firm total asset was financed by debt. That's the meaning of total debt ratio equal to 0.25. And from the balance sheet identity, okay, we know that total asset equal to total debt plus total equity, right? So that means if firm has total asset equal to 100 and $25 was used to finance this asset, then that's left about $75 that the firm has to use in order to finance this asset, and together it is equal to 100. Back to here, it's the same idea. So if 25% of firm total asset were financed by debt, then that means another 75%, which together equal to 100%. This part has to be financed by equity. All right, so with this ideas already give you some idea what will be the proportion of debt and proportion of equity that the firm has. So this leads to approach number 1. Okay, so to find debt to equity ratio, we can simply use total debt divided by total equity, and it doesn't have to be a dollar amount, it can be percentage amount as well. So we already know that we have total debt 25% and we have total equity 75%. So the result from this will be 0.33. That's from first approach to find debt to equity ratio, which is very simple and easy. You can also do by another method, approach number 2. It's a little bit more difficult, but it's just not that bad. It just take a little bit more time. So with the approach number 2, okay, let's start again with what we were giving. So we have total debt ratio equal to 0.25. And we know that total debt ratio comes from total debt divided by total asset, right? And in a situation like this, I recommend you just maybe simply put 1 as like a variable. So like assume that total asset is X. Okay, so I just say like total asset equal to X. Then we can work on now that from the balance sheet identity, we know that total asset equal to total debt plus total equity, right? And from this equation, okay, if we work on rearranging, we will have total debt equal to 0.25x, right? So with this information, I simply put it here because we already denote total asset as X. And total debt now equal to 0.25x. Then we can now find total equity. So you simply rearrange the equation and you get, from algebra, you get total equity equal to x minus 0.25x. And again, then that give us that total equity equal to 0.75x. Okay, now another step. Go back to the equation to find debt to equity ratio. Okay, it's equal to, again, total debt divided by total equity. And we already know that total debt from what we work on is 0.25x and total equity is 0.75x, right? That give us x cancel each other. So we get 0.33, which either approach 1 or 2 give us the same answer.